Hi Ellie, I said I'd make you a little video to show you what I do in terms of calming anxiety. I gave you some videos on YouTube which I find really helpful. Just I sometimes do them first thing in the morning when I get up, because obviously the first thing you're there too, the first thing you think about is the big C. So I just do a meditation from YouTube, and also I use the Headspace app that everybody else has been going on about, which is just for 10 minutes. You just download the app, and every day you get a new meditation to try out. So the other thing I try, just so you know a bit about my background, I'm a qualified hypnotherapist, and I do emotional freedom technique and other things. Obviously all that's on hold at the moment, but one thing I find I do, particularly when I'm feeling that rise of anxiety, particularly in the night when you wake up and you just think, you know, and you just can't get back to sleep and you're just trapped in that fear. So one thing I do, and this is what they call sort of emotional release therapy, and it works on the same basis as acupuncture. So you've got energy points and centers throughout your body, and you can do it this way, which is tapping on the points around your face, here, on your bra point there, here, and here, and here, and here, and here. But the quick one I've got, and this is what I thought I'd make you a video about, because this is effective, is that your hand contains all the connections to all the center points around your body, and I find this really effective. So first of all, you've got to start on your karate chop point here. So you would say a statement relating to the problem. So for example, you say, even though I'm feeling anxious, and I'm anxious about X, Y, and Z, cancer, I love and accept myself anyway. And then you say it again whilst you're tapping here, even though I have anxiety and I'm feeling really anxious at the moment, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel anxious, I love and accept myself anyway. And then you tap on the tips of your thumb and you say feeling anxious, and breaking it down basically. So rather than saying the whole statement, just break it down and tap. I'm feeling anxious, so anxious, anxious in my chest, tightness in my chest. And you go through each of the fingers and tap maybe 5-7 times. You don't need to count, but that's roughly. And then your little finger there, feeling anxious, feeling anxious. And then, even though I feel anxious, I love and accept myself anyway. So tapping on that bit there. And then back to the thumb, feeling anxious. And you might feel like you breathe out, you're just aware of a deep breath, exhaling. And that's a good sign. It means there's a bit of release there. You might even feel emotional and cry. And that's good too, because that's a release. And you just keep tapping and tapping through the emotions, whatever you're feeling. So feeling anxious, anxiety, all this emotion, all this stress, all this anxiety. And then you just try and sometimes I just do that, and then I feel like something's changed in me, and I feel like, oh, I can, if this is happening in the middle of the night, I feel like, oh, I can actually go to sleep now, so I'll go to sleep. But if I'm still feeling that, I'll just keep going through it, feeling anxious, feeling anxious, feeling anxious, not feeling good. And then keep going back to this bit, even though I feel anxious, or even though I've got cancer, or even though I'm feeling stressed, I love and accept myself anyway. And say it 3 times. You can say it in your head as well. You don't have to say it out loud, particularly if you're sleeping with somebody or you don't want to wake them up. But it's quite discreet. When I do this at night, I don't wake up my husband. And he never says to me, "Oh, you were doing anything" or whatever. But this is all I do, and it's just tapping through the points and saying your feelings as well. And then you can change it up and say something positive and just saying, feeling a bit better now. I feel better. That feeling's going away. Feeling more relaxed. I feel relaxed. I feel better. And start with the positive statements. I'm feeling better. And you're just telling your body that. Feeling better. Feeling calmer. Feeling better. Feeling calmer. Feeling better. Feeling so much better. And all is well in my world. Just tell yourself that. And you just come to a natural kind of relaxation. It just makes you feel a bit better. It's also a focus. It takes your focus away from what you were focusing on previously. So whether it's something happening energetically in your body or just a distraction technique, for me, and I know for a lot of other people it works. The other thing you can do if you are not in bed, I mean you can do it in bed, I've done it in bed, but is to do it properly. So you do your statement, even though I feel X, Y and Z, or I've got X, Y and Z, I love and accept myself anyhow, or anyway. And you say that 3 times. And then you go to your head. You can do either with 2 hands or 1 hand. Doesn't matter. So top of the head, I'll take my glasses off. Then here or here, which is basically starting points of your eyebrows. So feeling this feeling in my chest, or my leg, or my arm, or my head, in my head. And if you've got a colour that comes to your mind, like, I don't know, a grey colour or something, and you're feeling in your body like a grey colour in your chest. So grey in my chest, this grey feeling, all this emotion, all this anxiety, all this stress, this cancer, I don't want it. Makes me feel really bad. And then you can go to your, where you're looking at is just below your collarbone. You'll feel like a sensitivity, and that's the spot that you tap. Just there. And then you say your feeling or sensation out loud, the negative feeling. And then you go to your bra strap here. And then to your wrist. And again to your fingertips. And you're saying the negative emotion at that point and breaking it down, and keep saying it. And you might want to give it a score as well. Think, well, at the moment I'm feeling this on a 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. And then whilst you're doing the tapping, sort of reflect on, well, actually, maybe it feels like a 6 or a 4. Then you know that it's simmering down. When you've done a few rounds, then you start doing the positive statements. So you say, I'm feeling better now. I feel better. I'm going to get well. And I love and accept myself anyhow. And you can say, I'm getting better. I'm in really safe hands with the doctors. They really know what they're doing. With all their expertise and knowledge and experiences. They really know what they're doing with me. They're going to make me better. They're going to cure me. Soon this will be no longer an issue, it's just a bump in the road. This will make me stronger. This will make me better. I'm going to get so much better. I'm going to be so much better. And then just keep going and do a few rounds of that. So the points are here, top of the head. You can do it round like that, or just like that. The start of your eyebrows here, and you could do it 2 or 1. So, and then you've got this little bit underneath your nose, between your upper lip and your nose, just there. You can do it 1, and then underneath your lip, bottom lip, or just 1. And you can do it with 2 under just under these bits here. I've got the collarbones, the sensitive bit. And you can also do here. Or you can do here, if you just want to do it. And then here, wrist, and through the fingertips. Okay, I hope you find this really useful. Like I said, I've used it since I've started using it, which is in the last 3 years. I found it really beneficial to simmer down really, negative emotions, and to feel a sense of well-being. And it's really helped me since the diagnosis, and I hope it can help you too.